Hello everyone, my name's Boit and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is Matreiuss. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Hades. His name is Kimo. The map is Blue Lagoon, and we have a battle for the top one of the ladder. Now, since Age 4's come out, a lot of players left, but we still have some diehard fans here. Kimo's still playing, Matreiuss still playing. Mythology will live on, and I'm sure that we're going to have a big revival once this game gets brought into the modern era with Definitive Edition. Now, you do have to remember that the devs said they have not forgotten about Mythology, and that means one thing. That Mythology has to get either Definitive Edition or Age Myth 2. And I think the easy money is on Definitive Edition because Microsoft sees guaranteed money and they say, why not? Let's do that. But Kimo, Matreiuss, what a matchup. We love this matchup here. And Matreiuss going in with the Ra here. I think, there's a point in every person's Mythology or RTS career where they play it for long enough that they start going, you know what, I know everything about this god. I need to have some fun. I'm going to go and learn some other gods. And Matreiuss is going to be attempting to do that, I reckon, in the next couple of over the next year or two, if he keeps playing this game. He's going to become an absolute beast. He's going to play Egyptians. He's going to play the Norse. He's going to play like Zeus and Hades. He's going to get all of those other gods up to that same tier that he got Poseidon just by working it out, playing a whole bunch of games, and just living the dream. So, we've got Ra on Blue Lagoon. What do you do with Ra on Blue Lagoon? There's a couple of options. Now, my favorite thing to do with the Ra is a fast advance. If you're not doing a fast advance, I feel like you're not really getting the most out of Ra that you can, especially on Extended Edition, but we can talk about that later. So you do a fast advance with Ra, and you can get out early spearmen to get some big raids onto your opponent. And then with those early spearmen, you're going to be coupling that with shifting sands. So your opponent needs to defend their villages with army, and your spearmen attack that point so that they're going to be there. And then what that means is then you can shifting sands their army into your base and get a whole bunch more value done onto their villages. That's the kind of idea. So you want to get a box, you want to get some early spearmen, and you do that push onto the Blue Lagoon map because your opponent is going to be in the middle of the map. You know it's a double giraffe, 2 giraffe spawn, so they're not going to have any giraffe left in the classical age, and you get a lot of value out of those early spearmen. But I don't think that's what we're seeing here from Matreiuss. He's going for a later advance time. It's definitely safer. He's going double monuments. This could be anything at this point. It could be a fast stroke into Patsukos. It could be a fast stroke into Scarabs. Probably doesn't make sense. Could be a Wadjet classical fight, which is a little bit spicy, but it's actually pretty good. Or more likely, it's going to be Sphinx here. So Sphinx, very good against the Hades player. Though Hades is probably the bear, or maybe behind Poseidon, but Hades is one of the better gods at dealing with early Sphinx because he's got Chiron, which is speedier, but it's still very tough. Only 2 heroes to deal with. Multiple myth units is always tough for the Greek players, especially on an open map like this, where you can raid the food, you can raid the food, you can raid the food, you can raid the wood, you can raid the gold, you can just hit everything at will and just live the dream. And there is an extra play you can do behind... There is an extra play you can do behind the Sphinx, which is a semi-fast mythic to get through into a early Horus. And you tornado, and you can either go into Avengers, which I don't like as much, or you can go into Spearman, Horus Spearman, which I love. So we'll see if that's something that Matreiuss is going to be going for. He is going through Bast. He thought about Tar there for a hot second, but he's going through Bast. Kimo now. He's going through Athena, so no surprises there. I don't hate Ares in this matchup anymore. I used to think that there was no option but Athena in this matchup for Hades, but I think Ares is actually not bad. So you use Pestilence on if you see Bast, you use Pestilence on the temple, and that gives you a lot more time to deal with the Sphinx getting massed, and well, maybe not because they can get the upgrades instead of their Sphinx out. So maybe you don't do that. But more importantly, the idea is that you're playing for really strong hoplite in the late game. and Hephaestus with those extra upgrades. Plus, you get the arrow upgrade. So you're really playing for that late game mass archer, maybe hoplites as well, or Hephaestus to deal with spearmen, but super strong Toxotes going through the Ares, Apollo, Artemis kind of vibe. But Matreiuss does hit Bast, and Athena does come through. We see the walls coming up for Matreiuss. He is playing very Kimo-esque here, and he's going to be rushing his second town center up. Question for Matreiuss is, can he afford these Sphinx? No, he cannot. And we see a double town center for Kimo. So obviously, this is the correct answer to Bast. You can't match at one town center. It doesn't work, but the Bast can't really stop you getting this town center here. There is some Chrono JJ shenanigans where he likes to rush the second town center with Eclipse, and he gets a couple of villager kills and gets some advantage there, but he normally falls behind. But I don't know if that's Chrono JJ or the strategy, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, town center is on the way up here for Kimo. He's going to make his way over onto this hunt and just live the dream there for a little bit. Town center's up for Matreiuss. Obviously, the Egyptian player gets the advantage here because of the Pharaoh empowerment. And he's got all of this food to play with now. Relics on the map, we do have the Harter's Folly here, plus 2 line of sight for the Katoskopos, or the Scouts generally, and the Flagstone of Buhan. So negative 25% war cost. It's actually a good relic here and probably should be grabbed for Kimo, but he's not going to be grabbing it. He's throwing up a stable archery range. I don't hate this. It's fine. It's good. It's kind of what you have to do. Maybe just stables is fine as well. You don't need the Toxotes just yet, but I mean Hades, so why not? And you see Kimo moving in here. He's going to start trying to snipe the Pharaoh. Generally speaking, that's what you want to go for. Nice play here, going after this laborer. And he doesn't manage to kill the villager. And with the Pharaoh empowering the town center, I love this. Look at that extra damage this Ajax is getting taken there. It went from 264 down to 105 just because the town center was being empowered. That's double damage. So he should really have more like 200 HP here, or 200 or 180 HP or something like that. But so much extra damage. Nice play from Matreiuss to hold that one there. Now it's the armory. So I love this. This is beautiful. We're going to see Mass Patsukos here from Matreiuss. Surely it's Mass Patsukos. Mass Patsukos is so hard for the Greek players to deal with. And it's like this weird thing that people used to do this, but it's this weird thing that I haven't seen from Egyptian players in a long time. And he's going to have access, like you don't really need to go Bast for this, but he's going to have access to Eclipse as well. And that's going to be huge. So we'll see what's going to happen. We still see these villages getting taken down. I honestly think that if this was the strat that Matreiuss was going with, he should have just gone Shadoof here. We do see the Sphinx going to get some value here going after these villages. The villagers will have to retreat away. And while Kimo is getting some value on the villager kills, Matreiuss should also... Oh, no. Sometimes the Sphinx decides to retarget here. Nice path blocking there from Kimo. He's going to get away without any villager losses. So this villager may go down to 1 HP. Going to move over here onto these villagers. He's going to be running around the base. And Matreiuss does have to leave this location here. He is moving over onto the elephant. Do we see that next age coming through for Matreiuss just yet? Nope. Just still pumping those villagers out. We see a couple of farms coming down here. Sentinels comes down, and that's going to force the Sphinx out. We see these villagers. Why? Troy attempting to mine outside her walls. No, farm outside her walls. Close. For some reason, Matreiuss is trying to mine this gold mine. He could have thrown the wall up around here, but instead decides to lose some villagers instead. But, you know, if you've ever watched Joe's gameplay, like, it doesn't really matter if you lose villagers as Egyptian, right? It doesn't even matter, right? No? I don't know. See the Minotaur taking down the wooden wall here. The Hoplites, oh, not the Hoplites, the Hippocon, Toxotes moving in, going to be raiding this location. There are some very low HP villagers here, and we do see nice micro from Kimo. I love this. Kimo is consistently checking to see the HP of these villagers, making sure he can snipe them off. And now Matreiuss has to move into his home base here. He's going to be running out of gold. I don't know if this is going to work for Matreiuss. I don't see how it does. He's got not enough gold for the next age. He's going... Huh? Guys, I think Matreiuss is trolling. Okay, let me explain the problem here. Sekhmet gives away what you're doing. That's the problem. We are seeing Matreiuss' town center getting taken down. The Citadel Center going up here. This is going to help a little bit, though. I don't think we have enough to really hold on to this location, though. The village is getting pulled. Okay, Kimo's also trolling. Okay, everyone's trolling here. Everyone's trolling. You see the Scarabs coming forward. Migdol Stronghold coming up. This is kind of funny. You have to micro this town, this citadel, to take down the village. More villagers coming in for Kimo. He's gonna kill the Citadel Center. All right, but I imagine Matreiuss is gonna. Well, he's not gonna be able to afford it. Matreiuss got 700 gold in the bank. He can throw down a bunch of farms, rain, and then use and then make the Scarabs. But restoration trade for a Citadel, keep his units alive, but not really. Fair enough. All right, I'm confused. I'm officially confused. I don't know what's happening in this game. I feel like these guys are playing 4D chess, but there's no chess pieces. I don't know. We've got the Migdol Stronghold coming up, double Migdol Stronghold. So Matreiuss is going to have a lot of units here. This could be like a fake Scarabs, and he is making Sphinx still. He's got 44 favor in the bank, but I'm still very confused. We see the army over on this location here. The village is not coming with the army anymore. And Kimo says, all right, you get this location. Double Migdol. I see you. I'm not going to attack here anymore. The villagers are looking to grab this town center, it looks like. As Kimo is going to sit in the classical age for quite some time. But he's got full population here. I think something that players might want to consider doing a little bit is when you got full population in your army, and you're getting an extra town center, you got to stop production. You want to fill up all of your villages. Because right now, I would say Kimo is over-armied. He's got too much army here. That's what I would say. Because I can't select all his units. Essentially, you don't really need more than 30 units if you're in the classical age. So stop production of these buildings, and just when you get this town center, it'll fill up 15 more villages. Anyways, we are seeing, ooh, nice little raid here from Matreiuss. Picks off a bunch of Toxotes. Funnily enough, that's maybe a negative in a way because it's allowing Kimo to get his villages out instead of being supply blocked. Bit of a weird way of thinking about it, but, you know, who knows? But now the villagers are going to grab the rest of this hunt here. We still have a rain available. Maybe Matreiuss is just going to head straight to the Mythic Age here. Going through Osiris isn't a bad idea. He's getting a second town center back at the back of his base. So not going for the Mythic Age, but he is going to be making some Scarabs now. Some Scarabs. The 4 town centers grabbed, so now the Scarabs, he doesn't even have to use Eclipse on this. He just needs to push in and take it with the Scarabs. He should be able to win the fight fairly easily. We see a raid coming through here. But the Toxotes, they're all drunk. They can't hit the speedy chariot archers. 5.5 speed. Too much. Too much. You see another raid coming over here. No locusts. No locust available as Kimo is moving over onto the storehouse. Now some units coming over onto this location. We do have one Scarab here. Another Scarab at 99%. And it's looking like Matreiuss has got an idea here to keep production of the Scarabs as he's auto-queuing them. But it's looking like maybe Kimo's army is a bit too big for him at this point. He's going to have to retreat back. Down tender is up. We see the market coming through. Matreiuss does have rain, so he should be able to pop up to 1,000 food very, very fast here. But still not utilizing it. He's retreating back. He utilizes Pharaoh now to take down this Minotaur as he does manage to snipe that one. Nice play there. And Scarab going to be taking some damage from the Toxotes. A lot of Kimo's army not in the fight here, and no upgrades. This is really bad because essentially there's the Eclipse there, nice and early from Matreiuss. But essentially with no upgrades on these units, you're fighting a very, very difficult battle because these chariot archers are essentially already medium upgrades. So they've got a huge advantage. Now the Scarab's going to go straight after this town center, take that one down very, very fast. The Sphinx have all fallen here. I would like to see Sphinx being built now, not the Scarabs. And the town center will go down. We can even see the Scarabs going after the Toxotes here if he really wants to, but not going to happen as we see the town center going down. Nice play here by Matreiuss in order to level that town center differential here. As now these Scarabs are going to be making a run for it. They are speedy. 3.84 speed, going to be trying to make their way away from the Ajax. Ajax can chase them though. 4.3 speed, should be able to catch up. But the Scarabs, they're probably not going to take too much down. Maybe going after this town center is a little bit safer. We will be seeing these Toxotes getting sniped down. Nice micro there from Matreiuss, pulling his cavalry back. One thing I prefer to do is just move my cavalry into the front and just move back and forth here. Force my opponent to do some micro. Miguel Stronghold coming up for Matreiuss as he is still looking like he is kind of going even in this fight, but kind of winning here. And there's the rain going down, going to give Matreiuss so much more food to play with here. He's got 22 villages on food. And that's gigantic. Migdal Stronghold up. We'll be able to pick off these villages. These villages will move forward and start sieging down the settlement from going up, preventing that from getting taken here. Very nice play by Matreiuss as he's in a commanding position right now. We even see some mercenary cavalry moving into this in this fight. Will we see some upgrades? We are seeing heavy cavalry coming through now for Matreiuss. That helps out so much. These cavalry are so very strong. But what is Matreiuss doing? He's moving forward with these villages, maybe getting a siege works nice and close, or grabbing this town center. I love that idea. He's secured this town center with a Migdal Stronghold. He can take this one, stay 3 town centers, and just live the dream. And that's exactly what he's going to be doing. Oh, trying to ghost build this, keeping his Pharaoh alive here, as that's exactly where the Hippocon is going. And Matreiuss is just foot on the gas right now. We've got the Hades Shades getting some good damage done. Pharaoh, 13 HP remaining. Does turn around, sniping the Hippocon. Will he be able to survive? He's got 1 more HP, and he does get sniped there. So this town center will not go up fast at all here. Maybe moving back over here and grabbing this one would be a better idea. We're just shanking each other. We have the Skin of the Rhino. We do not. This Chariot Archer's going to pop over here, try and snipe more villagers down. Matreiuss in a commanding position for sure, but he's still... I don't know. I think maybe just a Migdal Stronghold on this would be safer. Guaranteed Migdal Stronghold. We're seeing a barracks coming up. Potential for Horus here, going into Horus Spearman with all the double monuments he has. He's got a lot of favor in the bank. But right now, the army is super duper strong for Matreiuss. And Kimo, he has to defend. We've got some cheeky raids coming over here on the side, sniping down a couple of villages. Very, very nice play here. Now the Hades Shades getting sniped off, doing all the good things. Now the villagers still coming in, going to attempt to take this down, but they will all fall. They're very, very low HP, but Kimo does hit the Heroic Age through Aphrodite. We see Skin of the Rhino, but Skin of the Rhino doesn't help. Holy 5 dead villagers. That's huge. Look at all these pigs. 9 pigs, and you guys say that Locust is OP. My golly gosh, that was huge. 4 units plus 5 villagers there. And Matreiuss is going to have to retreat. He's not going to get this town center up anytime soon. But he should be going to the Mythic Age. He's not. He's just pumping units out, doing the best he can. And now Kimo's got a real big opportunity to make a huge comeback in this game. As Matreiuss is going to be sneaking down the bottom, looking for this gold mine yet again. I think he can just keep putting pressure on this. This gold mine back here still has a lot of gold left in it. But as Kimo's on this, it should be okay. We are seeing some Prodromus coming through. I love the Prodromus. Very smart play. And that's going to essentially force out some spearmen for Matreiuss at some point. But the army not in position here, so he's happy to take this fight currently and get a lot of free kills before the actual fight starts. Lots of good value for Matreiuss here, and he is going to decide he needs to retreat away, given the forest is in the way. There's no cavalry to take down those Toxotes anymore. Sparks coming up. Migdal Stronghold going to attempt to come up. Oh, I love the double Migdal here. One on this location to secure this Migdal, to secure this town center, just out of line of sight of Kimo. We will be seeing Matreiuss attempting to take this fight yet again very, very nicely. as these villagers will be falling here. Nice micro from Matreiuss, dodging those Toxotes, though. Nice micro from Kimo to recognize that and refocus fire. See yet again another Sphinx coming through. We get some good value here. These Toxotes still don't have any real upgrades to defend against the Sphinx. So once the upgrades come in, the Sphinx stop being very useful. But before that, the Sphinx are very, very strong. But the Chiron is here in order to snipe this one down. We'll be able to pick that one off as it's retreating away. There's an Nemean line here as well. So how do you deal with that? Normally it's Pitsukos, but you don't have them. Sekhmet for some reason. And now we see third town center up for Matreiuss. Will Kimo get his own third town center up is the question. I mean, he's got this Migdol stronghold here, so I'm not sure he will. There could be a potential for an Artemis to come through for Kimo. He's got a lot of gold in the bank, so he can throw down a market and buy his way to the next stage. You see yet again another cheeky one cavalry raid. It's like Matreiuss has been playing some H2 or something. See those cheeky one knight raids doing a lot of damage because they don't take any, because the villagers don't deal any damage basically. But in Mythology, you don't really get a lot of value out of this because you got one villager kill and a little bit of idle time, but don't get that value really. I don't need to send like a whole bunch, like send like 3 chariot archers to sit on the back, or 4 chariot archers, or 4 cavalry will do the trick, but one, not really. More barracks coming up now for Matreiuss, as he is looking like he's got a ton of resources here. I'd love to see that market in the corner. He's got the wall starting to get set up, so he can set up that trade route. Though normally you don't really want to start trading in the heroic age if you've still got gold mines, plenty of gold mines, because it slows your mythic age down quite a bit. There's lots of different exceptions to that rule, but normally you don't want to do it anyways. We'll see what happens here. Matreiuss shooting with this Migdol stronghold. He doesn't have crenellations, so the arrows will miss quite a bit. See some more barracks coming down. Does he have access? Well, I don't know if he's got medium spearmen yet or anything like that, but he's just got them preemptively set up. And I do like making these barracks early, but not making spearmen until you have the upgrades. Obviously, it's something that I've say and don't do all the time, but you know what it is. You just got to remember to do it because it's what's good in the game. Anyways, we've got the Toxotes still trying to move forward, and Kimo's not going to get this location. He should be going Mythic Age, and he is going Mythic Age through Artemis. So a potential Earthquake on this in order to secure might be a go, but I mean, Matreiuss can just get himself upgrades. If he's got Masons, he can get himself Sun-Dried Mud Brick as well. He's getting fortified town centers. He's not going to take a lot of damage from this Earthquake at all. So Cyrus is on the way. So I do question not going Horus here, given the commanding advantage he has. Not going Horus, and he's got all the barracks up. If his plan is to go in with Spearmen, I don't know. But he could go in with Desert Wind Cavalry, which is obviously very, very strong as well. Meanwhile, we see a raid coming over onto these villages while the villagers are trying to get this settlement. An interesting try here for Matreiuss to really hurt Kimo's economy. We see the cavalry coming over here onto this gold mine as well, hitting both of the gold situations for Kimo. Kimo's got 600, 700 gold in the bank, 70% of the way to the Mythic Age. And this town center is looking like it will get up here, even with the Migdol Stronghold targeting it down. So this raid here, Kimo's reacted to it. He's gotten his third town center. He's going to be in a relatively equal position as long as he can be on gold fairly soon. You see Osiris is up though. Given all of this position that Matreiuss has got access to, Siege works with a catapult behind this, with a wall here behind this. He should be able to take this town center down fairly easily though. Artemis, Earthquake here could be enough. We'll see what Matreiuss is doing. Is he getting himself Sun-Dried Mud Brick? Nope. No Architects either. The army of Matreiuss is getting picked off here as the villagers are moving back to work. Nice play here by Kimo to defend that, to get everything happening. There's the Earthquake on this location. We'll see if the fortified town center falls, and it does fall here. So now Kimo's 3 town centers. He's flipped the script very, very nicely here as this mummy is making his way over here, going to attempt to take down the Chimera. I'm sure Kimo will be attempting to keep himself away from that Chimera away from that mummy as best as he can. We do see the Son of Osiris is here. Unfortunately, using his ability in the wrong location there. The villagers did not finish this Migdol stronghold, and lots of damage now coming onto this Son of Osiris here early. That's not what you want to see if you're a Matreiuss fan. It's Kimo. Unfortunately, I think Kimo's kind of sacking his army a little bit sillily here. Is that a word? Not sure. But he gets a little bit of damage done to that. Son of Osiris, you see some walls coming over here. And the Chimera will start getting targeted down fairly shortly. Do we see that siege works at the top? No, we see some ridiculous Matreiuss markets here. Look at that difference there. My golly gosh. The problem for Kimo around about now is definitely gold mines. He doesn't have a corner. He doesn't have any gold mines left apart from like this one. This gold mine is expired. So if Matreiuss can recognize this, obviously he wants to get his town center back, and he should get it back very, very quickly. But if he recognizes this, he can hold this gold mine and just get the win very, very easily. Unfortunately for Matreiuss, he's sending his cavalry in onto this position, which is not going to be so good for him. Seeing those Son of Osiris coming in, getting some big damage done. You have to make sure your Son of Osiris attacks the bulk of the units, though, so you get as much spread of that 60 damage as possible. But he is retreating back. He probably should have been empowering this town center. There's a world here where Kimo can prevent this from going up. Yeah, he's going to be trying. We are going to be finally seeing Matreiuss potentially trying to empower this, but it's going to be close. He's moving on to it, and there we go. Empowering it will help it out enough. Town center is up. Villagers are moving on to this gold mine now, and Matreiuss can just pump mercenary from this. He has walled his gold mine in up here, and I think a similar problem for... No, Matreiuss has got this gold over here as well, so he's completely fine. And this is just all Kimo. He needs to work out how to secure this location. That's all he needs to work out here. If he can secure this location, it gives him enough time to start up a trade route. It'll be pretty bad, probably from here to here, but he will at least have one. He'll be able to continue into the late game, utilizing his Greek abilities. We'll see how it all goes. We come through, start hacking away at the villagers. Another mummy, or it's just the same mummy as before. I'm not sure. Coming back in, gonna snipe. I love mummy raids. Mummy raids are beautiful. You kill off a villager and you get an extra raider to come in. And it's not like the mummy doesn't do that much damage. It does 12 damage in attack. But it's still like kind of useful. So you kind of double the attack. 8.5 plus 12. Kill those villagers off very nicely. Now Kimo's got no gold left in the bank, and I'm not sure if there's any way for Kimo to come back here. He's got no gold, no trade. He has a market, but it's awful, and Kimo does end up tapping out there. GG, well played by Matreiuss. Recognized the importance of that location. Kimo did give it a very nice try here. He almost brought this game back, though. The Scarab push here from Matreiuss was hilarious. I think he could have done much, much easier with Shadoof and Maspatsukos here, but not going for it, and does get the win. And I think the big story here is going to be kill loss. Look at that. Matreiuss kill loss 346 to 182. Absolutely huge. If you look at the resources, it's very close. The resources are very close. So Kimo just needed to work out a way to trade more efficiently here. He was fighting against, in this fight over here, he was fighting an uphill battle. Obviously, there's a hill here, so pun intended. But he was fighting the heroic age units with unupgraded Greek units, which just is not enough. And then for the rest of the game, he's sort of just been behind on tech after those kind of early fights, and he's just falling further and further behind, and Matreiuss did a nice job here getting the win. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.